But I was with Lorelai and Rory on this when he was like, I'm going to need a minute. And they were like, what?
This is the first time, this episode's the first time that I was not on Max's side, but like on, I wanted to name it Good Morning Max. This whole thing, I'm like, Good morning, Max. You don't like Lorelai. Good morning, Max. You don't like her pace. Good morning, Max. You don't like to eat in this place. Good morning. You don't like her small town that doesn't have all your newspapers. Good
Yes.
morning. You're
Yes.
not good for each other. How is this your first morning in
How
her
is this
favorite
the
place?
wedding is 2 weeks away and this is the first time you're doing all of these things. It's infuriating. And I hope that they're setting this up to do what I want them to do and call off the wedding, which I would think happens, but not really sure.
Well, I
It's a
don't know.
little,
Even like the first night that Max slept over Lorelai's, she was like, "Oh, is this weird to your child?
I
She's
like
still a
when you
child."
wake someone up and you wake them up with what you doing?
I do that.
Because she wakes up Rory and she's like, what you doing? And Rory's like, what?
Do you know how
But
many times I say "what you doing" in my house? I had to figure out that what I sounded like to a new person with me was interrogating. Like
no,
like I
that's
think
not
I was like,
interrogating.
"Hey, by the way, when I say "what you doing," I want you to notice that you're usually doing nothing, and what do I think you're doing? I know
It's
what
just a
you're doing."
conversation opener. It's just saying like, what's up, buddy? But instead
Yeah.
of saying, what's up, buddy, you're like, what you doing? Now,
Yeah,
what's the tone
it's
you use when you say what you doing? Because if you say it like, what are you doing?
yeah, that's how I say
That's how
it.
you say it, right?
Yeah,
So that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I make sure that everyone's uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, but if you're like, what you doing when you walk into the room and you see someone, I think that's just say how you say hello.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand somebody hating that all day. Luckily, I don't think he's never said he doesn't, but what you what you
He's
do.
just sleepwalking, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? But
So yeah,
but I
Lorelai
think
actually
Lorelai
wakes.
getting in bed with Rory illustrates that she doesn't want to be in bed with Max, her
Yeah.
fiance. You'd rather be with your teenage daughter than your fiance.
I
So
mean,
weird.
she even says like, "Oh, we haven't spoken about this long enough." And I know she's making excuses like, "Oh, Rory, you're uncomfortable. It's not that I'm uncomfortable, but you're uncomfortable. And if I was your teenage kid where you're marrying my teacher, I would need to be uncomfortable and you make it better." This is what people were saying, where Rory has to parent Lorelai constantly.
Yep.
And here's
Yep.
another example of it.
Yep.
Rory is convincing her mom that it's her fiance she's sleeping next to. It'll be okay. Okay, you can stay 10 more minutes in my bed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really funny that we know that Rory is the parent, Rory is the adult in this relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and that Max tries to say, what do I do if she stays out late? What do I do?
Okay.
And he starts the dad thing.